Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's promoter guest call. I am so excited to be hosting today with my friend Amber Horn and Stephanie Pennington. I am coming to you from Boise, Idaho. I have been drinking and sharing ketones for over 6 years now, and I'm really excited to share this part of Prove It with you all. This has completely shifted our life for the better. So if you have been invited to this call, somebody sees greatness within you and wants you to be a part of what we have here with Prove It. It is an absolute beautiful thing to be able to not just drink ketones, but be able to share them with the people that you love and that you care about. So if you are on this call and you are currently drinking ketones, go ahead and comment in the comments below in the chat and say, I'm currently drinking ketones. If you have never tried ketones before, comment down in the chat that you have never tried ketones before. Maybe you've been drinking them for a while and you're curious on how to get them for free. Maybe you are more interested in the business opportunity of things, or maybe you've never even drank them and you just have a friend that sees something within you and thinks that you would be amazing within our community and our business and invited you just to listen in. So comment below if you are drinking ketones or if you have not yet experienced this. What we're going to do on this call is we're going to share some different stories from some different promoters within Prove It that have had awesome success within Prove It. We're going to talk about how to get your ketones for free, and then we'll talk about how to get started. So I'm going to start a little bit with how I got started with Prove It and kind of like where it has taken my husband and I and my daughter within our journey. So I got started back in July of 2016. So prior to drinking ketones, I was a 7th grade math teacher. I was coaching 2 sports after school. I was catering weddings on Saturdays. I was waitressing on Sundays. So you can go ahead and comment below, that's crazy, because straight up, that's crazy. I was working about 70 hours a week. My husband, he was in retail. I never got to see him ever. He always worked nights and weekends, which is why I kind of picked up those other things, is because I really just wanted to save up and be able to escape life and see my best friend, who is my husband, because we really only saw each other in passing. So during the time of teaching, I was overworked, I was overstressed. I would cry on Sunday night because I had so much on my plate. Like, I just said yes to everything. I looked in the mirror, I didn't like who I saw. I would wear a cardigan every single day to cover my love handles because I was ashamed of who I had become. I was drinking coffee between every single class period just to like keep up with my day. And it was overwhelming. So July of 2016, I had left my teaching career. I didn't have a plan. I just knew that I needed to find something that was going to give me passion and give me purpose. And I didn't know what that was going to be. I had never heard of ketones. I had never heard of Prove It. So I was just going out with an open mind and an open heart that what I was looking for was going to find me. And when I was waitressing, someone handed me their business card on ketones. And so I stayed up and I researched them all night long to see if this was the vehicle that I was looking for to really fulfill my purpose and my soul and to help people at a really high level and not just like become the best version of myself, but to inspire the people around me to become better. I always wanted that as a teacher. I wanted people to say, Mrs. Ramos, because of you, my whole future looks different. But I'll tell you one thing, when you are switching kids every 45 minutes, there's a different 37 kids coming in that door, you don't really have time to make that connection and to really like fulfill that purpose. So when I found ketones, I was like, what if this is the vehicle that I have always searched for? What if this could completely shift our life for the better? So if you have never drank ketones before, get with the person that invited you to this. They can kind of educate you exactly on what ketones are. I'll just give you kind of the skim of it. So when I first started drinking ketones, my husband noticed my mood first. So ketones balance your hormones. So it's absolutely phenomenal when somebody sees something positive within you before you even see it in yourself. Next, people noticed the physical change in me. They said, Sarah, what are you doing? Like, your body is completely transforming, and it's only been like a week. I went home, I weighed myself, I was 5 pounds down because with consistency, you make better food choices. You want to move your body more. You are a lot less stressful. You are getting better sleep. So you're doing all of these things to work for you to actually release that fat. And so I went home, weighed myself, I was 5 pounds down, threw my scale out and told myself I would never I would never say that that number on that scale determined who I was and what my success was. So I threw that out and I never weighed myself again except for when I got pregnant. Um, and so these are amazing. They're an energy source, they're a fuel source. Your body was born to be in a state of ketosis. Pregnant women actually produce ketones regardless of what their body is, regardless of what you are eating or drinking, because that's what's developing your baby's brain. Breast milk has MCT that converts the ketones. So we're all designed to run on that energy fuel source. So when I found that out, I thought to myself, oh my gosh, like, what if this could help kids focus in the classroom? What if this could help that grandparent get on the floor with their great grandkid and actually like live those last years of their life to the fullest? Like, what if I could help somebody that is dealing with all of these hormone issues and see if it is the solution that they are looking for? Like, what if, what if, what if? And so I dove all in with the Max Experience Pack. It was called something different at the time. And our life completely shifted. So prior to Pruvit, I did not think that we were going to be able to start a family. We were too busy. We just didn't have the funds. I got pregnant in 2018, got my absolute healthiest by drinking ketones twice a day, rebooting my body monthly, and I got pregnant. And I'm telling you, when the doctor like lifted my baby girl over the curtain and I was bawling, she was like, are you in pain or are you just happy? And I said, I'm so happy that like one yes completely shifted our life. Like I was able to retire my husband 10 months after getting started, and we were able to create a family. And it was just things that I didn't think was in the cards for us. The personal development, the community, everything is just so phenomenal here at Pruvit. So we're going to talk a little bit about that tonight. I have two guests on here that are going to share their stories, and then we're going to kind of dive into how to get started and what it looks like to be a promoter here with Pruvit, and see if it's a good timing and a good fit for you to get started within our community. So the first person that I would love to share is my dear friend, Stephanie Pennington. I met her a month after I got started, and she chased me down at the fair and said, how come you talked to that lady about ketones and you didn't tell me? I heard fat loss, I heard energy, I heard focus. I need those things. I'll tell you, I was going to tell Stephanie next. I was telling everybody, I was telling the world. But the difference that I see in Stephanie, it's the business, but it's also the personal development, and it's what she's creating within her family. She's not just bettering herself. Like her daughter is a completely different person. Her husband is completely different, and they've done like amazing travels together. And I don't want to tell her story, I want her to tell it. So Stephanie, can you tell us a little bit about your journey with Pruvit, with ketones, and how your life is completely different?
Yes, can you hear me okay?
I can. It's a little bit muffled, but it might be my end.
Okay, so if you can't hear me, I'm going through the car. So, hi, I'm Stephanie Pennington. I also, my home is in Idaho, not far from Sarah. And I've been drinking ketones about 2 months after Sarah, I think. So close to 6 years. I think next month, 6 years. I can't believe it. And I don't even know where to start. Like this drink, I always say it's literally transformed my body, and the business and communities transformed my life. Like, I'll just tell you a little bit before. I was secretly praying for something. I didn't know what. I always knew that I wanted to help people. I was in sales and marketing, and that was not fulfilling. But I was overweight, exhausted, broke, like just in a really dark place, and secretly praying for something. I had no idea what. And as Sarah said, we were at this fair thing, and I heard all the words. And that she was doing this as a business. I literally chased her down. I was not looking for a business. I didn't think. And so I just got a pack, started drinking it, and was like lit up. I didn't know what I was feeling. It was absolutely amazing. And I knew that this is what I had been praying for. Started drinking it, started sharing it, and I just jumped all in like Sarah did. So what I love about it is I always tell people it not only helped me come alive, it literally opened my eyes to living and the opportunity to live and open more doors for opportunities, but also to be able to share my story. I didn't even know that I had a story. Everybody has a story. And so I love that I can share my story with everybody. And it's allowed us the opportunity to do that, which has allowed us to help a lot of people across the country by just sharing our story. Like, I don't even know really what it does. I do, but I don't. I just drink this and I feel amazing. And I love that I just get to share how I feel with everybody, because it is for everybody. And it's allowed us to be able to, by sharing it and helping other people feel better and helping other people share their stories, that's what we do, is we create stories and we help people create their stories. And it's allowed us to be able to live in a place that we never ever thought possible, right? I always thought that I was just going to be in a lowly place and just one of those people. I always heard that we were born to be extraordinary, and I'm like, maybe not me. Maybe it's not in the cards for me. We always traveled to the Oregon coast, and we got to live there right on the beach for 3.5 years. We came back to our hometown because it's our home base, but we also have had the opportunity not to just live there, but we travel once a month because we help people, right? We get to share our story with people. We get to help them. So we travel and we hike every single month to new places. If you would have told me that I was going to be able to do that before, which I wouldn't have been able to because of sales and because of living paycheck to paycheck and all of that stuff, just sharing my story and helping other people, working, of course, but we love what we do. We get to travel. I've been able to be more confident and face fears. Like, I was able to go hike Angel's Landing. I don't know if you guys know Utah. I don't know if you guys know like any of that, but it's like very scary, right? I've been able to push myself, face fears, travel, meet new people. That's the biggest thing, is meeting new people. I always wear my hat, I always wear my coat, shirt, or whatever, my ketones, and people were always asking about that. I share it in my pictures, but I also, when I meet new people, I get to hear their stories. I love it because I get messages. I'm just really humbled by that. I get messages of people saying, hey, I see that you are happy. I see that you're traveling. I see that you're hiking all over the place, right? I never thought. My husband loves to hike and bike and do all the things, and I used to just drag him down, and now I can do it with him. I can go on and on and on, but the opportunity to be able to feel better and live better, be down some weight, just have the best mood ever, and to be able to inspire and share my story with other people, to be able to help them live the life that they deserve, is so amazing. But our community of people, like all of us across the country, the community, the support, the business, all of it is only something that I would have only dreamed about before. And so it can be whatever you want it to be, but of course it is work. But I don't know if there's anything else you want me to share, Sarah. I could go on forever, but I just kind of share my heart and ramble. But it truly is amazing.
No, that is absolutely awesome. I've watched Stephanie and her family completely shift. And I remember the first like few months of like meeting her daughter, I was like, I've never even heard her voice. Like, she doesn't even talk. And then before you know it, she's on stage in front of 2,500 people doing her I am statement. And I'm in tears. And I'm like, we get to like have our name inserted in that person's success story. Like, their life is forever changed beyond just drinking these ketones. Like, their life is just forever changed. Like, that is just amazing. And watching Stephanie just like step into her greatness and do these things where it is like very fearful and she just goes after it. Like, her whole future looks different because she has that confidence within herself. And we find that within our community. We are a very tight community, and we're always pursuing better, and we're always pushing each other to be the best version of ourselves. And I love that. My sponsor, Natalie, sometimes I'll be like, I can't do that, Natalie. Like, I'm scared. I'm not going to do that. And she's like, go put some money in that jar right now, because that is negative self-talk, and you get your butt up there and you do it. And I am fearful of public speaking, and I do it anyways. And guess what? It's made me a better person. It's made me a better role model for my daughter. And speaking of like family and experiences, like, my husband and I got to experience my pregnancy together. Like we got to experience my daughter's first steps, her first words. Like we get to travel together. We don't have to miss a beat of those experiences. Like that is something that I didn't even think was possible. And to be able to not just tell her like go out and live your best life, but to show her like you can go after the things that you want in life. And this is how you like feel your absolute best. You fuel your body to go out and do the things that you were destined to do. And so I get emotional. I think my 3-year-old is rubbing off on me. I'm like, I'm just so happy. I'm so proud of everyone. I have another friend on here, Amber, and she has had an amazing transformation as well. I have loved just seeing you blossom on social media. I watched that TikTok of yours on where you were when you started TikTok dancing and like where you are now. And I was like, dang girl, not just the like physical transformation, but the confidence. Like it does so much. And so Amber, I would love to hear your story on what ketones have done for you, what the business has done for you. And if you wouldn't mind, will you share like how can we get our ketones for free? Let's start there.
Yes, for sure. Hi, Sarah. My name's Amber. I'm from Oregon. I'm a mom of 6. And yeah, I've been drinking and sharing ketones now for almost 2 years. It seems crazy. I have a kind of completely changed since I first started. It seems insane looking back at where I was and how scared and nervous I was. And it sounds like almost everybody here is currently drinking ketones and having a great experience. And that's exactly where I was 2 years ago, or a little less than 2 years ago when I first started. I first of all came into the ketone conversation because I was looking for a replacement for this Monster Ultra drink that I was totally addicted to and was terrible for my body. I was chasing energy. And I first saw somebody talking about how they had overcome their addiction to Monster Ultra by drinking these ketones. And so that was intriguing. I started drinking it. Haven't had any Monster Ultra since. It's been wonderful. The energy is so natural. And it's just like such a good, solid energy that's constant. And I've never experienced that before. So that's what brought me in. I've had fat loss, I've had energy, I've had better sleep, better mood, everything's changed. So I got to the point where I was trying to decide, is this something I want to share? Because I was having a great experience. People were asking me, what are you doing? And I was starting to talk about it a little bit, but I had no intention of ever becoming a promoter. That wasn't something I was ever comfortable with. But I started talking about what I was doing and people started drinking it. So first of all, in order to get free ketones, you get a little customer code when you sign up. And if you share your customer code with 2 people and 2 people purchase on SmartShip, meaning they want that reoccurring monthly order, then you get the average of their 2 orders and free product every month, which is great. I mean, I was already talking about it. My husband's super frugal. He wasn't really excited about us paying for ketones, although it was so much healthier for me. We were willing to make that investment, but the free product program was amazing. So I quickly got free ketones, but then more than 2 people were wanting to drink the product. So I had a decision to make. I could either leave money on the table in commissions and like stay in my little shell. Look, I was pretty much not leaving my house for many years. I would go to my kids' activities. I would slide in the back door. I thought that nobody knew how overweight I was and I didn't want to talk to anybody. And it was just a really rough time. And so I had lost some major social skills. I didn't really know how to talk to people. And I was afraid of people. So the thought of like talking to people about this product and becoming a promoter was super scary to me. But what happened was the initial people that I had shared the ketones with started having these amazing experiences that I provided for them. I shared it with them. They started experiencing fat loss and more energy and better mood. And that was super rewarding for me and very enticing. Like I wanted to share it with more people, but still I did not want to be a promoter. Because, hey, buy this product. Totally not what it is. It's all about just sharing your story with your friends and family and just opening your mouth and then connecting them with your friends that are in Pruvit that have been in longer, which is a great resource, or you can connect them with a video calls like this. You don't have to be the expert on the product. I certainly wasn't. I didn't even realize what I was drinking at the time. It blows my mind that I was talking about it because I loved it so much and didn't really understand what it was. So when you first start sharing ketones, that's what it is. It's called ACE. And once you get your free product, you're going to get commission after that on the third person and the fourth person and fifth person as you start sharing it. Since I started sharing, I have completely changed as a person. I'm able to, well, financially, emotionally, physically, I have gained so much confidence. The company provides lots of self-development, which was huge for me because I had lost a lot of social skills. I really needed that, and I still need that. There's events, there's trainings, there's all kinds of opportunities to continue to develop yourself and meet new people and work on all those limiting beliefs that you have and all those like negative thoughts that I continued to have about myself, and just overcoming that stuff, which helps in relationships and just being able to work with people. So financially, I'm able to contribute to my husband's salary, which has been great for him, just to have that burden lifted a little bit, and that stress of providing for a family of 8. We have 6 kids, and that's stressful. So I was able to take our family to Hawaii. Well, him and we went to Hawaii. I just got back from Mexico, a trip paid for by Pruvit. I paid for my daughter's wedding in cash. I mean, I could go on and on about the opportunities that I've been provided just by saying yes to this opportunity. And it was a hard decision for me, but once I started feeling that I could change lives just by sharing my story, and that's all it was sharing my story, I was all in. I was like, I can do this. I'm not selling anything. I'm just sharing my story, and I can do that. And it's been the most amazing experience. Like I said, both physically, just continuing with drinking the product. I'm down 100 pounds total. I found ketones about halfway through my journey. So since I started drinking ketones, down another 50 pounds of fat loss, and then my energy and mood and all the things, you guys drink ketones, so you get it. And then my self-development and just my ability to function as a mom in my relationships with my husband and just my people skills, and then financially in my home and with my family. It's just been an awesome opportunity. So thanks for letting me share, Sarah. I hope I covered what you wanted me to cover. And if you guys have any questions, I think I have a few people I invited to the call. Feel free to ask and send me a message, and I'm happy to answer more questions. And thank you, Sarah, so much.
Oh, thank you, Amber. I absolutely love your story. And like just seeing you like blossom, even sharing on calls, I'm like, dang, she was born for this. Like it's amazing to just see how like people change so much within their journey. And so a couple of things that Stephanie and Amber both touched on is like this business can be anything that you desire it to be. So if you want to get started and you just want to get free product, like we have a place for you. If you want to get started and just make like a couple $100s a week, like we can do that for you. If you just need to cover your grocery bill, we can help you make that happen. If you want to travel more, if you want this to be a full-time income, like whatever you want it to be, it can be. It's not free. Like you have to make sure that you are investing into your business and you are plugging in and you are becoming the best version of yourself by drinking ketones and like showing up to events and educating yourself and like talking about the solution that we have. So some events that we have, I just want to talk about the community a little bit, and then I'll talk about the best way to get started. So there's something for every single person. We have something called Keto Academy. Those are for the people that want the science. I'm not going to lie, I try and take notes sometimes, but I'm like, okay, I want to write down the mitochondria of the powerhouse of the cells, and it's going to like do this and that, and like I can't remember all of that stuff. However, there are people that are like, that's what I'm here for. I want the science. Guess what? We have it. Like we have 9 patents on this product right here. We are always like innovating. It is unbelievable like what we have with Pruvit. So if you want the science, we have that. But guess what? You don't have to learn it all. I love how Amber touched on ACE. So it's attract, connect, enroll experience is kind of like what our system is. So your only job is to attract people to drinking ketones. And the way to do that is you just drink them yourself. You're just transforming yourself. You can do it at any level that you want to do it at. You can do it at like through social media. You can do it by wearing the conversation. I see that Stephanie has her hat on. I have a shirt that says drink ketones on it. So there's so many different ways to attract. And then guess what? There's people that have been drinking ketones longer than you that know some of the science behind it, that can answer the questions of the people that are like, I want to know if I can drink ketones if I'm experiencing this, or like if this happened, is it okay to continue ketones? Guess what? We have the answers to that. So all you do is you connect them with someone who has been drinking ketones longer than you, and I promise you, you have an entire support crew that is going to be like sheltering you and wanting you to succeed at a really, really high level. So if you want the science, we have that. If you are someone that likes to have fun, comment fun in the comments below. I see my friend Jamie is on here. We like to have fun. Our events are fun too. Our trips are fun. Like you get to go to Costa Rica and Maui and Mexico, and you get to dance up on stage, and you get to break an arrow with your throat, which sounds crazy, but I promise you it's completely safe. I've done it so many times. I mean, we have fun. We have like an awards like gala where we get to dress up like a masquerade ball, and it's so fun. And then like we get to reflect that onto our children. So if you are a mom or a dad, like I want you to comment parent in the comments below. Something that really, really touched my heart, and I think it's coming back after this entire pandemic, is we had something called Kids Pursuing Better. Some people probably haven't even experienced it yet, but it's something that touched my heart because it was a kids program that every single personal development person that talked to us would go and talk to our kids afterwards. I wasn't a mom at the time. However, the very last event that I went to before I got pregnant, I was actually pregnant during the event, not knowing it. I saw the kids take the stage and they said their I am statement. We got to see what they had been doing. Like they were breaking through their fears. They were stepping on this board that had like a fear written on it. It was like, we get to like raise our children to be able to like live in this, like there's no ceiling, like and there's no ceiling with Pruvit. It is just wonderful. So let's talk about how to get started. So it is $49 for the entire year to actually have a back office, to have a website, and that's how you can start creating an income with Pruvit. And like Amber said, your first two people, your two highest customers that enroll with you, what Pruvit does is averages what they spent and give it to you in free product the following month. And so as long as you have two people ordering every single month, it can be the same people ordering every single month. Your ketones continue to come for free. It's the average of what they are spending. We have not actually bought our personal ketones since July of 2016. So it works, I promise you. So it's $49 for the entire year. Right now we have a promo, and it is called the Dollar Keto Club, and it is phenomenal. It allows you to get into our business for $1 for the entire year, and then you choose one of our bundles to get started. So I'm going to talk about a couple of different bundles to get started. We have something called the Better Bundle. That's going to come with 2 boxes of ketones and some Mitoplex. That bundle is basically ketones for you. So you pay $1 and you have ketones for you. That is a great place to start. So you can start with just $49. You can start with $1 and ketones just for you. That's a starting spot. We have bigger bundles. So we have something called the Mini Brand Builder Pack and the Max Brand Builder Pack. So the Mini is going to come with 5 boxes of ketones, and the Max is going to come with 10 boxes of ketones. The Mini is 22% off, so it ends up being $101 per box, and then the Max is going to be 30% off, so it ends up being $91 a box. So I just want you to see like the numbers right here, because some of you might be thinking, oh my gosh, so 10 boxes at $91 a box, I'm talking $910 to get started plus $1, like that's your starting cost. Let's talk about what you're doing with that. You're not buying 10 boxes for you to drink in 1 month. I mean, you can, because they're water soluble, so you're going to pee out what your body doesn't use, but you're probably not going to drink 10 boxes. This is to share as trial packs. So you get to actually price these at anything that you want to price them at. They're yours. So as soon as you buy them, you can price them at anything you want to price them at. I personally price mine 5 for $40, so 5 individual servings for $40, or 10 individual servings for $75. So then people are experiencing the product. Well, if you do the math there, you're making a profit on your ketones already. I've had people say, Sarah, I can't get started. It's too expensive. I hear that all the time. Guess what? You can pre-sell those boxes. So if you tell somebody, hey, you know what, I'm going to try these ketones. I heard that this is what it does for you, or maybe you already have an experience and you can say, you know what, I'm going to get a bulk order. Do you want to go in on this together? And then people can actually like pre-order this through you. You just collect their money through Venmo, you get the stuff, and then you go ahead and deliver all the boxes. We've had so many promoters get started like that. So there's always a place for everyone. So get in where you fit in, but know when you're doing these trial packs, you're getting ketones into people's hands. So you're allowing them to get an experience. Sometimes people have an experience on one packet, and sometimes people need to be on it for weeks to get the benefit that they're desiring to feel. So I always tell people, like, definitely be consistent. But it's beautiful that we have these packs to be able to trial pack them out. So that is the Dollar Keto Club. If somebody wants to really invest in their business, that Max Experience Pack does come with extra like benefits. So if you are wanting to maximize the rewards plan, you're going to want to get in with that Max Brand Builder Pack, because just like Amber said, it's just like leaving a bunch of money on the table. Because if you're enrolling people anyways, what this is going to do is it's just going to earn you a higher percentage for an entire year on your customers. And if you do get business builders, you have something called a Go Fast bonus in the first 30 days that you're going to make double off of. So there's so many different promos that go with that. So when you invest in your business, Pruvit invests in you. So that's a great one. And this is a little hack. If you buy 2 of those Max Brand Builder packs, you get 40% off. So it ends up being $78 a box. So if you're selling these 5 for $40, you're selling them for $160 a box. So doing the math, when you're only buying them for $78, you can see that profit that you're making on just getting an experience in someone's hand. And I'm telling you, so many lives have changed just from experiencing our product. So those are the ways to get started. So if you are interested and you're like, okay, I need to learn more about this, please get with the person that invited you to this call and just say, I want more information on the Dollar Keto Club. I want more information on how to get my ketones for free. I want more information on hacking better. We still have tickets available. If you want to come, it is September 9th through 11th. There's going to be doctors, there's going to be scientists, there's going to be fun, there's going to be like how to build your business. It's all going to be there. So if you're like, okay, I'm ready to dive in, I'm going to cannonball in, I want to get started as a promoter, and I want to go to this event, it's a really, really good time, because we have that event right around the corner. And I promise you, everyone in this world will be drinking ketones at some time. Like, it is your natural fuel source. I feel like I see people highlighted everywhere around me. I have so much confidence in what I'm talking about with ketones, and I didn't have that at the beginning. I had that because I continued to go to events. I continued to drink my ketones. I continued to surround myself with people who make me want to be better, who make me want to break out of my shell and do things where I'm like, no, I'm really scared. I don't want to do that. Like, what if I fail? What if I like fall on my face? And I have this army around me where I feel like I can't fail. Like I can't, because those people that are picking me up are lifting me higher than I ever was before. So it is a very, very beautiful thing, our community. So everyone will be drinking ketones. It's like, who is going to tell that person? And then some people just need our community. Some people truly just need to be loved. They need the connection. They need to show up to these events. They need the personal development. They need the like meditations that we have 3 times a week. Like, we have so much to offer, and some people really just need the community. And then other people need our business opportunity. I'm not going to lie, I needed all 3 of them. Like, I needed to become the best version of myself. I needed to be surrounded by people who were pushing me, because I had become very, very complacent in what I was doing and just thought that was all that life was going to be. And I was just stuck doing what I was doing as a teacher. And I respect teachers so much, because that is such a hard job. And so is being a mom. But some people need that business opportunity, and they need that chance to be able to like express themselves and share their story and really just step into who they were desired to be. And it is an amazing feeling. So get back with the person who invited you to this call. And if you have any questions, I mean, they're going to be so ecstatic to answer all of those questions. And we hope to see you in our community soon. And we hope to see you at Hacking Better in Louisville, Kentucky. So have an amazing night. Thank you, everyone.